Parenting styles. Based on Diana Baumrind research. Hello future and existing parents. Parenting in an ever-changing world because of technology ever-growing, social media, etc. Information is more accessible in more ways than one. So it is always good to educate yourself with new parenting techniques and which way is best suited, or if changes or additions in your ways is necessary for the best results in your children. Types of parenting. 1. Authoritarian parenting called too hard. 2. Permissive parenting called too soft. 3. Authoritative parenting often called just right parenting. 1. Authoritarian parenting is all about controlling the behavior and attitudes of the child based on a set standard. Obedience is highly valued, harsh punishment to curb self-will if the child action is contrary to what the parent believe is right. This type of parent believe that a child should always be in line, in assigning household responsibilities in order to inculcate respect for work. They regard the preservation of order and traditional structure very highly. The child is not permitted to express their feelings verbally but is expected to following the rules set by the parent. It's either my way or the highway. Some positive effects are: kids quickly learn to adjust to the parents' expectations, meaning they are well behaved out of fear. They tend to willingly obey authorities. They have internalized and accepted the prevailing norm and value system, which means they do relatively well in school, do not engage in deviant behavior such as criminal acts or experimental drugs or alcohol use. They are used to making independent choices, accepts full responsibility for themselves and do not experiment with new ways of doing things or alternative ways of thinking. Some negative effects are: research shows that kids of authoritarian parents are not as socially skilled as kids from authoritative and permissive families. Research shows that they are more prone to suffer from low self-esteem and depression. The child may become afraid of the parent. Parents like this make a statements similar to "because I said so, that's why." 2. Permissive parenting, also called indulgent parenting, is very accepting of the child's wants, desires and actions. The parent tries to maintain a friendship with child and discusses and consults the child about decisions and rules that are made. The child have very few responsibilities and orderly behavior is not demanded. The parent allows the child to take advantage of them, by providing for them as they request. They don't instill order and respect for responsibilities. The child regulates their own activities. They try to use reason and manipulation, but not overt power to get the results they want. Some positive effects are: as these kids are brought up in the belief that they are adults equals, they are well equipped in dialogue, have high social skills and high self-esteem and low levels of depression. Some negative effects are: a complete lack of limits, no consistent routines, no predictability may lead to a sense of insecurity in the child. What else can I get away with? Because of the potential experience of wavering and conflict-scared parents, the child may become bossy or dominating as he or she tries to search for limits where there is none. Because of installed beliefs that the world is open for experimentation and there are few musts, a child can be impulsive and involved in unapproved behaviors such as drugs and alcohol use, and usually does not do well in school in comparison to a child of an authoritative and authoritarian parent. 3. Authoritative, democratic parenting tries to direct the child's activities but in a rational, issue-oriented manner. The parent encourages verbal feedback from the child, shares with the child the reasoning behind policies and solicits his reasons when he refuses to conform. Both autonomous self-will and conformity are valued. This allows the parent to exert firm control at points of parent-child divergence, but does not keep the child restricted. The parent enforces their perspective as an adult, but acknowledges the child's individuality. The authoritative parent affirms the child's present qualities, but also sets standards for future conduct. Some positive effects are: because of the use of positive reinforcement, praise, along with logical and fair rules done in love, the child learns that behaving and following rules feels good and get them positive attention. Their ability to decode and subsequently live up to their parents' rules and expectations provide them with well-developed social skills and emotional regulation. According to research, children of the authoritative parents do well in school, are self-confident and goal-oriented. Oops! There's one more parenting style. Research done by McCovey and Martin in 1983 discovered 4. Uninvolved parenting is distinguished by few demands, little or no response or communication. These parents can be fulfilling the child's basic needs, living with each other, yet have no relationship with the child. They are generally detached from their child's life. In extreme cases, these parents may even reject or neglect the needs of their children with no attachment totally. Uninvolved parenting is by far negatively based with children. Development of a sense of unimportance to the parent. Become emotionally withdrawn from social situations. Develop a sense of loneliness. Show patterns of truancy in school. Patterns of delinquency during adolescence. Prone to develop fear, stress and anxiety disorders. Develop low self-esteem. Lack self-control. High chance of addiction to drugs and alcohol. Often demonstrate defiance to authority figures such as parents, teachers and other adults. Thanks for watching. This video was done by Ms Williams and Mr. Nicholas Singh.